We've been wondering why the chickens haven't been laying because there's been not like a whole lot of eggs in the egg box. We found out why. Good morning, friends.
Good morning.
Somebody's into the cuties.
Mm-hmm.
You ever do a project to help improve your homesteading and your storage and expand it, and it ends up like taking over your house, and you're wondering what in the world happened? So that's what's going on here at Finally Home in Bama. Yeah. So I came out from my office from working, and my husband, love him, he's doing a wonderful job, actually has cleared out all of our pantry. And so in our pantry, our dryer has been sitting over here. As you can see, we've got a hole in the wall here. Our dryer's been sitting over here since we moved in. We've got our hot water tank. We've got our washer here. And so what we're going to do is he has already started removing the shelves over here because there was just a set of shelves that were right here. And then there was one shelf that was up here, and it was like bowing really bad. Well, I don't know if you realize it or not, but my employment is I work for one of our larger appliance companies, and I have got a whole lot of their products. So, of all the products that I do have, I've got to have a place to put them. So, we have ordered another one of these shelves. We're going to have mobile shelves in there so that we're able to move them around, which is going to be wonderful. He's made a board to help keep everything level on these, and we're going to probably do a few more of these on the different shelves for all of our canned goods. We've got some of them on there. You can see some of my pickles are over there and everything. But we just need to get things organized and get our pantry organized. One of the things that I really want, because our pantry's all over the house right now. But one of the things that we want to do is we want to get our pantry organized. Wow, my hair's doing that crazy thing again today. I don't know. It's just... We were just outside looking for something, so it was like windy out there a little bit. Anyways, pardon the hair. But we're in the midst of doing that and kind of redoing our kitchen, and we've taken out, there was like up here, you can see there was like a little room that just had a sink in it, wasn't it?
That's all I had in it.
It was just a little sink,
just
and
like
we're
a
like,
little bathroom sink.
Yeah. So, and the only thing that we can figure out is the person that lived here before us loved to garden, and that was the room that maybe he just went in to clean up real quick.
Maybe his wife wouldn't let him use the kitchen sink to wash his hands or something. I don't know.
Or water plants or start seedlings.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been good for watering plants. So.
No, it wouldn't. But anyways.
It was a useless space.
And so we took it out, and we made it, of course, there's stuff sitting over there from the pantry, but you can see a little bit of a remnant of a coffee bar starting here. And so that's what it's going to be, because we're putting shelves up there on the wall for different things and all of that, as well as putting shelves on the wall up here. So we've got some projects that we've got going, that we've got started. One of the other things that we did is all of our cabinets look like this right up here, and we're getting ready to paint them and everything like that. We've already started. My daddy helped remove the doors, and then my honey painted on the inside of them and then the exterior of them, and that's what we're doing for these uppers right now. But I just love that. You did a good job, babe. So that looks really good. I really like the looks of that. And we're going to go with that up on these upper cabinets up here that go here. And so then these will just be kept closed and we'll paint those.
So we are leaving the doors?
For those,
okay,
right?
Good.
Yeah,
Because
on the second row.
So yeah. So she's like, yeah, I want to leave it to where you can see everything. So now what she does is have all this pretty stuff, but we have to go in the pantry to find a plate that we actually use. Yeah.
That he actually uses. I like to use my glass plates that look nice. He prefers the plastic plates. And the glasses that he can squish that forms to his mouth. Him and our son do that. So they get it honestly from each other.
So now we got to go out of the kitchen into the pantry to find the plates that I had to dig out of the trash to put back so I could use something I could use.
True story.
So anyhow, let me ask you this. How in the world can the contents of one room,
small room,
a pantry, you saw the size, how can the contents of that fill up this whole house? Oh my gosh, it is just crazy.
I organized it very well.
She had it packed tight.
I did. And that's why we need to do what we're doing.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be working on. But let me show you something. I'm really excited about this. Okay. So I absolutely love this floor tile that we put in. It looks like wood. And so now what he started doing is we've already started going on into the pantry with that tile. And it just looks so much nicer. And coming in from the garden or coming in from taking care of the chickens and having those nasty boots on, it just makes it a whole lot easier to clean up with the floor tile.
Oh yeah, we love having the floor tile in the main area.
And so we actually ran, I don't know if you can see, we ran that tile all the way back.
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's show them and it's cleaned a little bit. It's crazy. I mean, we've got the dryer sitting out here.
We'll update you guys on it, but that floor tile, we've continued down the hallway and it's in the entryway and everything. So we're going to go and we're going to start on this project and we will give you an update on it as we go along. And so that's what this Saturday is filled with, is working for getting this pantry painted and all kinds of stuff. Tiled today. But we're also going to be painting it and making it look a whole lot nicer than what it has been. And making it more functional. Mm-hmm. Function is going to be good. Yeah. So, all right. So let's get started on some floor tile. Yep. So after he ended up pulling everything out of the pantry and we started looking at all this stuff, we were talking and we're like, we need to jump on the pantry challenge as well. And so that is what we are getting ready to start. I know we're a little late to the game, but we've got a pantry that we need to get cleared out. We need to get put back together. And we've got food that is like, oh my gosh, we need to just take care of this.
Yeah, use it or lose it or something.
Exactly.
Some stuff we just need to maybe throw away that's not on our
It might be old, yeah. And so,
might be some old stuff. There is some old stuff. I saw some old stuff. Some of it I already threw away. I didn't show you guys, but I threw away some stuff.
It's just really if it was really outdated, because I know
open bags of chips or whatever,
stale. Yeah. So they're gone. But we've got a pantry that we need to get cleaned out. And so that's what we're going to be working on as long as we're working on this pantry. And it might end up going into February like some of the others are doing for this pantry challenge. Just to get, food out of the house that we need out of the house and fresh food in that is good for us. Some of this stuff is stuff that's not good for us, and we'll just have to grin and bear it for some of it, but we're not going to go and max out on carbs and everything like that. So anyways, and if nothing else, we can donate some of it to a food pantry that's local or something like that. So you guys are along for the ride. All right, guys, I have got my first meal ready for the pantry challenge, and it is in the making now. As you can see, this is part of our pantry back here since we have that going on in there. And I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up this video with me showing you what our first meal of the pantry challenge is. I got too hot. I had to take off my hoodie. It was like crazy. Anyways, so what I found when I was going in the pantry, let me go ahead and show you. Hold on a second. There we go. Is we have got good old spaghetti going. We have several boxes of pasta that I need to get used up, so I grabbed a box of angel hair because I love angel hair. I got ragu, and I can't ever leave well enough alone and just use these two together, so I went out to the freezer and I found, you can't see it cooking back here, but I did find some sausage, and so I have got it frying up right now, and it is at the point now where I need to add my seasoning. So I went over to my spice cabinet. Let me get this stirred real quick. And I know I have got some spices that I've had for a little while. So first one I'm going to use is I'm going to go ahead and start using up some of my spicy spaghetti sauce by Tones. I like this stuff. It's really yummy tasting. I'm just glad I can taste a little bit and just put a little bit in there. I like a little bit of spice and a little bit of kick. So on top of the sausage, it's a mild sausage. So we're using a little bit of our crushed red pepper. But what in the world is spaghetti without garlic? So I've got 3 cloves of garlic. I'm going to go ahead and get that going in here as well. Here's my first one. My second one. Now my garlic actually came from Misfits Farmers. Hold on a second. I can't see you and you can't see me, but you can see what I'm cooking. So there we go. My garlic is from Misfits Farmers, and I tried it out the first time last week and got some bok choy and some avocados and some cilantro and garlic and just a few things to try it out to see what we think, and we were impressed. So I think Misfits Farmers is now going to be on my list of places that I get some produce from, and they've also got some meats and stuff like that. And so, I don't know, check them out. They're not endorsing this or anything. I put a little bit of water in with my cilantro, so the cilantro looks really good. We've already used about half of it, and so we were impressed with it. We got some apples and some oranges and different things like that too. Check them out. Anyways, now that we're on the pantry challenge, we will have to go to the grocery because we're not 100% self-sufficient yet. And I know that we don't have enough meat to sustain us through these 2 months of the challenge. But that's one of the things that we'll have to go to the grocery for, is to get some meat. And then some produce as well. So, but just to get rid of some of the staples, I guess you could call it, in the pantry, of like oatmeal and different things like that. I know on Stiver's Homestead, Jen did a recipe of oatmeal, an oatmeal bake, and that looked amazing. So Jen, if you ever see this video, I am definitely going to try your recipe because that looked amazing, and the idea of putting different fruits in it. Not so much I'm with you on the apples. Not so much the apples, but maybe blueberries or something like that. Or cranberries. That sounded like it might be good. So anyways, but I am going to go ahead and I'm going to finish up our lunch here. Got just a little bit more cooking on the sausage and it'll be ready to go. So we were having spaghetti for lunch. And so anyways, let me know if you guys are doing the challenge, the pantry challenge. I just think it's a really cool idea, cycling things through. And when we were watching Jen and Zach on Stiver's Homestead, it was like, you know, that's a really good idea, because Rob had just pulled out all of our stuff from the pantry, and I'm thinking, you know what, we really need to go through this stuff when they were talking about it. And then Rob and I were talking this morning, and it's like, you know what, we should probably do that pantry challenge. And I'm like, I was thinking the same thing. So we started. Today's day one, guys. Wish us luck. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. Here, I'll give you an update real quick because Rob's been hard at work. Look at the pantry walls. Doesn't that look awesome? Babe, you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Okay, so the last thing that I am adding for our lunch today is I forgot to mention this, when I was out in the freezer getting the sausage for our spaghetti sauce, I went and I had seen that I had a bag of rolls, frozen rolls, that I needed to use up. So I went ahead and I grabbed them. I've got the butter brushed on top, and I'm getting ready to sprinkle a little bit of garlic salt on them, a little bit of garlic seasoning, and put those in the oven for just a few minutes, so they'll be ready when our lunch is ready. So, and then I forgot to mention this as well, as I was looking through the different things on the pantry shelf, realized that I only needed one ingredient, which was nuts, for getting some Chuck's party mix done. So I was going to make us a snack. So I've got all of the stuff set out here. And so I've got the nuts, and when I went to the grocery, actually they had buy one, get one free. So I've got the nuts ready. I had a little bit of nuts there. I've got the chow mein noodles, and I've got all of that stuff ready. So Pantry Challenge is working out so far. We'll have a snack while we're sitting down tonight, editing videos and different things like that, while we have our bellies full with spaghetti. And it's all from the Pantry Challenge. So anyways, we've been wondering why the chickens haven't been laying, because there's been not like a whole lot of eggs in the egg box. We found out why. I came out here today after I heard them making a ruckus. So this evening when I was putting them away, I thought, I'm going to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 eggs, folks.
Well, there might be more buried.
Yeah, there
too.
might be more
Go ahead
buried.
and get them out. We brought a bucket. There's a couple up in the coop.
So here's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Move the light. You're shining too bright on it.
14 eggs. So now we got 14 eggs in here.
No, 16 eggs in here.
Yeah, 16 in there. But 14 were in their little thing that they started over here by themselves. So we're going to go in, and I need to water glass them, I think, because I don't know how long they've been sitting down here. So we'll see what they do. I don't know. Just a little short update. Thanks for joining us. Be blessed.